And here we are live from Turin, ready for our last press conference of the day. So, if you see an artist performing on the stage and dealing with so many instruments keyboard, drum pad, guitar well, you can't go wrong. It's Malik Harris from Germany.
We used to be the rock stars who never thought of
Hi.
no harm to this thing we call
Hi, how
lifestyle.
are you?
Wish
You
there
can
was
have
a
a
way
seat
to
in the
go
middle.
back
Yes, of course.
then. Remembering it so
How are you doing? Hi there.
How are you?
Pretty
It's a
good.
pleasure to see you again.
I love this huge table. Once again, it's great.
Okay, so let's start. Who wanna be the Yes, you. Okay.
Hi Malik, Benny
Hi,
von
grüß
ESC
dich.
Kompakt.
Hi, sich doch.
Maybe two questions. So, can you tell us a little bit more about what was the idea behind your performance, maybe compared to the pre-selection? And second one, how were you satisfied today
All right.
with the
Thanks.
rehearsal?
First of all, I wanted, for me, standing on that stage is all about authenticity, and I wanted to be as true to myself as possible. And it's a funny story because until COVID hit, I used to sleep at the studio, in the studio, where I recorded all my music. So I used to wake up on a sofa and see a piano and a drum pad and everything was around me. We had the carpets and everything, so that basically means home to me, being in the studio. And I was like, if I want to be as authentic as possible, I would love to just kind of bring my home on the stage. And I'm so happy that we found a way to kind of do that. And now when I'm on that stage playing my song, I couldn't be happier and I couldn't feel more home because I'm standing at kind of in the studio where I used to sleep and live all the time. So just standing on those carpets, having my instruments around me, it just feels great. And I just totally enjoy performing my song in that kind of environment. And the second question was if I was satisfied with the. Yes, absolutely. It was. I can. All I can say is just a huge thanks to everybody working around this whole show because it's absolutely amazing. Just the shift from the first rehearsal, it was absolutely crazy. All the camera movements, it's such an insanity going on there, and people just kind of working it out is absolutely amazing to watch. And yeah, I just watched the whole performance, of course, in the viewing room, and I couldn't be happier. So I'm very much looking forward to just share it with the world. Cool, thank you.
Yes, you, sir. It's your turn.
Hello, Malik. It's JP from Radio International.
Hey there.
The rehearsals are done. The grand final is in about 7 days' time. How will you prepare yourself for that particular moment on stage? That's the first question. Second question is, yeah, I've been a part of your Eurovision journey from the national final to now. What is the most precious thing you're taken with you from that Eurovision journey for your future?
All right, thank you. So the first question about how I prepare, it's a good question actually, because I don't know myself. I mean, I'm just super excited. I'm just, if there's one thing that I love on this planet, it's standing on a stage. It's playing my music, playing my songs, sharing my kind of my thoughts, my journey with people out there, and. So right now I'm just getting more and more excited with every day, and I'm just very happy and very honored to have the privilege of standing there in a couple of days. So for me, it's not really about preparation. It's just like focusing on not completely losing my shit, kind of, and just like staying calm and just grab the excitement because Rockstars, the song is also about being in the moment and. That's what I'm trying to do with like the days leading up to the show. It's just like be in the moment, kind of grab the excitement, and just be happy about having that opportunity to stand there. And the second question was thank you. The most precious thing in this whole crazy journey, for sure, for me was the fans. Absolutely, just like having the close. Such a close contact to so many fans outside of Germany, because for me, I never had enough money to do much traveling, so there aren't too many places outside of Germany that I've seen so far, and it was just crazy with these pre-parties. For example, we went to Tel Aviv and Israel or Amsterdam, which are all cities that I've never been to in my life, and in those cities I met I actually met people who are fans of mine and fans of my music, who were talking about my album and what it meant to them, what impact my music had on their lives, and just thinking about, you know, having fans in places that I personally have never been to, and having people who love what I do in complete strange places to me. That's so crazy, and I'm very, very thankful for that experience. Thank
Okay,
you.
I have a question for you from Derek from 12 Points from America.
Oh.
Your father is from Detroit originally. Has the Detroit music scene influenced your style of singing?
Maybe not singing, but rapping, because Eminem is actually from Detroit. Actually, it's a fun story because my dad used to grow up on 9 Mile, and Eminem was 8 Mile, so they were one street apart.
Okay.
My dad was a lot sooner, of course, but he's a bit older. But no, I guess a lot of Eminem-ish influences are part of my music for sure, because he was one of the first rappers that I listened to. Nowadays, I listen a little bit more to NF, who's also from that area, actually. So it kind of has this very poetic kind of a rap style, which I really adore. And yeah, of course, you know, the Detroit music scene with Motown and everything. Of course, for black music, it has such a deep meaning to it. So I'm pretty sure through my grandfather and through my father, that kind of just was a part of my genes, thankfully, somehow.
Yes. Question here. Yes, you, sir. It's your turn. Okay.
Hello, Malik.
Hi.
This is Neil Farron from Eurovoix.com. Now, on the subject of rapping, you're spitting some bars on stage, and rap has been a very underrepresented genre at the Eurovision Song Contest, and we have you this year, and we have Kalush Orchestra as well. How do you think that the representation of rap will? How do you think the representation of rap is this year, and do you hope it will continue to grow over subsequent contests?
I hope so, for sure. I mean, I think one of the great things about the Eurovision Song Contest is that there are so many different genres, there are so many different styles, and everything is kind of allowed, you know. And I love that that's the fact. And so I'm super happy to be one of the few artists who kind of went the way of doing rap music, because, you know, for me, rap is just part of my music. It's nothing that I had to come up with for the contest or anything. It's just kind of the songs and the music for me is sometimes very well expressed in rap music. And of course, I also love Kalush Orchestra's song and the rap. It's very percussive in and of itself, and so I absolutely love that. And I really hope that with us and all the other people who want to rap, that we can kind of show them that even on the big stage of a Eurovision Song Contest, there's space for people who love rap and who want to do rap music on that stage. So I'm very happy to be one of those people, kind of.
Okay, danke.
Thank
Thank you.
Hi, Nona from Eurofans News blog. What musical instruments can you play? Are they all on stage? Yes.
Yeah, they're on stage. I play a little bit of bass, but just a little bit, and it's not on stage. It wouldn't kind of make sense with the whole
Okay.
setting. But I play, yeah, guitar,
Guitar?
piano, and the
Drum
drums.
pads.
Yeah, and I with the song, it starts on the piano, then I go to the drums, and then I play the guitar. So I got those covered.
Okay. Any other questions here? Yes, you, sir. Of course.
Thanks for the water.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, Malik.
Hey there.
Simon from Good Evening Europe, Denmark. Now you have been here in Turin for a few days, and you of course have also traveled around in the pre-parties and met the artists. Who have you befriended here in the whole Eurovision madness bubble?
From the other artists?
Yeah.
A lot of them, actually. I'm so happy because for me, it doesn't really feel like a contest. It feels like a school trip with a couple of friends, you know? So that's pretty dope because I love Mia from Croatia, Jeremy from Belgium, Sam from the UK, Kalush Orchestra from Ukraine. There are so many more. Andrea from North Macedonia. So there are so many that I just kind of vibe with, and I was so lucky to just have the opportunity with these pre-parties to spend some time with them, because it's such a privilege to just like get to know and get to connect with people through music. You know, that's crazy because all of these are artists in their home countries, and like they have the culture kind of morphed into their music and into their sense of art, and that's just like so crazy to kind of have an interaction on that basis. And so I'm just very lucky, and I think I made a couple of friends.
Danke.
Thank you. Bernardo from a website Festival PT, could you explain the ideas and the concept behind your staging? Good luck.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the idea, as I said earlier, was like to feel as home as possible. And as I said, I kind of used to spend every day in the recording studio, even sleep in there and everything. So I kind of brought the recording studio on that stage. And yeah, it feels very, I don't know, it feels super organic. It just like, I don't even feel like I'm on a stage. I just feel like I'm home. And that's like, that's so beautiful to me, you know?
Yes, and next question is Bernd from Eurovision on live.com. You obviously enjoy being on that stage. What's the secret to be that relaxed? Yes, because you feel at home, of course.
I don't know actually. I think it's one thing is to just do what you love, and if you do what you love, you just always kind of lose that kind of nervousness in a sense. But of course, I also have my nervous moments. I think that's part of it, and I think it would be boring if you hadn't those. I think for me, one thing that I'm very thankful for is that I was lucky enough to have played a lot of shows already, and I have been standing on a lot of big stages, and I have fucked up a lot on those stages, and so that kind of takes away a couple of nervous thoughts because you feel like, hey, I've done it all, and nothing too bad happens, so that kind of makes me relax a little more.
Okay. Yes, you. It's your turn.
Hello, Malik, it's JP
Hello
again.
again.
You're part of the Big Five. The Big Five do not have to go through the semifinals. Would you rather have liked to go through the semifinals?
Absolutely.
And why?
Because I feel like it would be cool if we all, I don't know the reasons behind that, so I don't want to argue with that, but I think it would be cool if we all just went through the same exact process. And also, I think it's very beautiful by going through the semifinals. Even no matter what happens in the final, you're already a winner. So that's beautiful to me. So I mean, I think it would be cool to just like have the experience as well, to just be on that stage, have that moment. And I mean, if I get the chance to stand on a stage even once more, I'm happy. So yeah.
Okay, Andrei from Buonasera Eurovision here. I really love your song. It's so emotional and deep. I just
you.
want to ask you, what did inspire you when you wrote the lyrics?
Thank you, first of all. I was inspired by you wouldn't believe it, but it was actually an episode of The Office, which is a comedy TV series, which is actually pretty funny. But there was this one moment which was very deep, and it was I'm not going to spoil it, so I'm not going to say who said it, but one of the characters said, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." And that quote really hit deep for me. I immediately had to pause it and just like cry for a bit because with that one line, you know, it kind of showed me how much time I spent in the past and in the good old days, just like thinking about, nostalgically thinking back and comparing myself also to the way I used to be, mostly as a child and in my youth, because I realized that back then I was a very lighthearted person. You know, I didn't think about anything. I think we all did when we were children. We didn't think about anything too much. We just kind of lived life lightheartedly and mindless. And being happy was very easy. And through that quote, I also kind of realized that I've kind of grown up into a person who lost that lightheartedness, and I became very, I've become very overthinking and caught up in a lot of doubts and worries, and I just think all the time. And that quote made me realize that sometimes I just wish that I could go back to those days. But also, that's important because that is also something I realized through writing the song. It is that I think we as humans, we tend to often see the good old days only in the past and only when they're over. And I think we should change that because there's always good things happening around us, but we just have to focus on finding them right here and right now and not as soon as they're over. Because if we manage to do that and live in the moment and enjoy the little great things around us even in the darkest hours, I think that if we manage to do that, then the good old days never end in a way.
Thank you. And now it's time to draw. Are you ready for that?
Nope.
Come here. Yes, this way. Yes, you can leave me the water. No, okay. You can leave it here. Yes. So this way, you go first.
Okay.
Hmm. Yes, the bow. Do you feel lucky? Yeah, yes, you have to be. So go. Mix. Okay. No, 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 no. I wanna. Ooh.
First half.
First up, how do you feel? It's a lucky number one. Yeah, yeah, sure. Do you want to say something about it?
I'm just very much looking forward to that. You know, I in the German pre-selection, I was the very first to actually start, and I still won. So maybe one is my lucky number in this case.
Yes, I think
We'll see.
so. I'm
Cool.
sure. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sure, thank you.
Thank you for being here. Now you have your photo call there, so photo opportunity. Thank you
Thank you,
very
guys.
much.
Take care.
And have a nice day, an amazing
Bye-bye.
day. Thank you. Thank you. Good luck.